Are you ready to reshape your path to happiness? Today, we're diving into 13 uncomfortable truths you must face to transform your life. Can you handle it? Stay tuned. Alright, let's jump into our first truth. You won't always be right. That might seem scary, but guess what? It's actually completely normal and totally okay. Being human means we're not perfect, and that's the beauty of it. We grow and learn through our missteps. Now, here's something you might find interesting. Did you know that many amazing discoveries and breakthroughs in our history have come from making mistakes? Take the discovery of penicillin, for example. It was a result of an unplanned incident, a mistake, yet it turned out to be one of the most important discoveries in the world of medicine. So, the next time you find that you're wrong about something, don't beat yourself up. Instead, look at it as an opportunity. Who knows? It could lead you to your own penicillin moment, a discovery or learning that takes you one step closer to the person you're becoming. Here's the second truth you should know. You can't make everyone like you, no matter how great of a person you are. It might seem like a tough fact to accept, but it's just the way things are. But guess what? That's perfectly fine. Here's something interesting. Scientists have found that when we try too hard to win over everyone, it can lead to stress, which can affect our health. That's because trying to please everyone all the time increases our stress levels. So it's not just impossible, but it's also not good for us to try to make everyone like us. Instead, what you should do is focus on being true to yourself. Be real, be you. When you are authentic, you'll naturally attract the right people, those who appreciate you for who you are. So, being genuine isn't just about feeling good, it's also about staying healthy. Moving on to our third truth, nothing stays the same forever. Everything changes, people change, and that's the nature of life. It may sound a bit sad, but it doesn't have to be. In fact, accepting this can help us appreciate and live fully in the present. Here's something interesting. This idea is actually a key part of mindfulness, a practice that many people find helps them feel less stressed and more focused. Mindfulness teaches us to understand that everything around us and within us is constantly changing. This understanding can help us stay in the present moment and appreciate it more. So, when we accept that nothing lasts forever, we're not just learning to make the most of now, we're also adopting a practice that can improve our mental well-being. Here's truth number 4. You can't have control over everything in life. It might be hard to accept at first, but understanding this can actually bring more peace into your life. The trick is to learn to let go and focus on what you can control, like your reactions to situations. Now, here's a fascinating fact. This idea is actually a key part of an ancient philosophy called Stoicism. Stoics believed that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And modern research backs this up, showing that practicing this way of thinking can help reduce stress, improve our emotional well-being, and make us more resilient. So, understanding that we can't control everything is more than just a path to a peaceful life. It's also a practice backed by both ancient wisdom and modern science. Moving on to our fifth truth, you're going to experience failure, and that's completely okay. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're a failure. It's just one step along your journey towards success. Here's something you might find interesting. Some of the most successful people in the world, like inventors and business leaders, have had their fair share of failures. Take Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, for example. He didn't get it right the first time, or even the first 1,000 times. But he didn't see those attempts as failures. He saw them as finding ways that didn't work. So, when you experience failure, don't see it as a dead end. Look at it as a lesson that's helping guide you towards your goal. Here's our sixth truth. There's no such thing as a perfect time. If you're waiting for the right moment to do something, like start a business, write a book, or go on a trip, you might end up waiting forever. The best time to start is right now, right where you are. Here's an interesting fact. There's something called the law of diminishing intent, which says the longer you wait to do something you want to do, the less likely you are to actually do it. So, if you've got a dream or a goal, don't wait around for the perfect time. Get started right now from where you are. The path to your goal will become clearer with each step you take. On to our seventh truth. Happiness isn't a place you arrive at, it's a journey to undertake. It's about finding joy in the small things in life, not just in reaching big goals. Here's something interesting for you. Psychologists have a term for this. They call it savoring, which means taking the time to appreciate and enjoy the experiences we have every day, no matter how small they might seem. Studies have found that people who make a habit of savoring the small moments are often happier, less stressed, and more satisfied with their lives. So, when you learn to find happiness in the little things and not just in achieving big goals, you're not only on a journey towards happiness, but you're also practicing a proven technique for a more satisfying life. Here's truth number 8. Not everything that happens is about you. People's actions are usually about their own lives, their own struggles, and their own dreams. So, don't take everything personally. Here's an interesting fact from the world of psychology. There's something called the spotlight effect. This is when we think people are paying more attention to us than they really are, which can make us feel like everything they do is a reaction to us. But the truth is, most people are focused on their own lives. Realizing this can save us a lot of worry and stress, and can also help us understand others better. So, remember, not everything is about you. You're not the star of everyone else's show. Arriving at truth number 9, no one is inherently owed anything. Life doesn't owe us a thing. If there's something you desire, the road to acquiring it involves hard work and earning it. Now here's an engaging fact. This principle closely aligns with the psychological concept of locus of control. People with an internal locus of control believe that they can influence their own outcomes through their actions. Studies have linked this mindset to better mental health, higher motivation, and greater personal achievement. So, when you strive to earn what you want, rather than feeling entitled to it, you're not just adopting a more realistic viewpoint. You're also embracing a mindset that's proven to be beneficial for your well-being and success. We reach our 10th truth, a tough one to hear. One day, we're all going to die. The idea of mortality is a harsh one, but it can also be a powerful push to live life to the fullest. It's a reminder to make every day count. Here's something interesting from a different culture. In Japan, there's a saying, Ichigo, Ichie, which means one time, one meeting. It reminds us that every moment is unique and will never happen again, so we should treasure each one. So, thinking about our own mortality isn't just a grim fact of life. It can also help us appreciate each moment we have and live our lives to the fullest. Moving on to truth number 11, you can't change what's already happened. We often waste time thinking about past mistakes or wishing we could redo things. But the fact is, the past is there to teach us, not to live in. Here's a fascinating fact. The ability to think about the past, present, and future, known as mental time travel, is something only humans can do. But if we spend too much time in the past, it can lead to stress and anxiety. Here's another interesting point. Brain scientists have found that every time we remember a past event, we're actually recreating the memory. That means our memories might not be as reliable as we think. So, instead of going over and over past mistakes, look at them as lessons for the future. Here's truth number 12. Being busy isn't the same as being productive. In our always connected world, it seems like being busy is a sign of success. But really, being productive is what matters. Here's something you might not know. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, says that 80% of our results come from 20% of our work. So, it's important to focus on the tasks that really make a difference and say no to those that don't help you reach your goals. And here's another interesting tip. A technique called time boxing or time blocking is becoming more and more popular. It involves setting specific times for different tasks during your day. This helps reduce wasted time and make sure your busy schedule is also a productive one. Wrapping up with truth number 13. Life doesn't always play fair. We often hope that life will treat us fairly, but the fact is, life doesn't have to be fair. Here's an important point. It's not what happens to us that's important, but how we react to it. There's a concept in psychology called adversarial growth, or post-traumatic growth. It shows how people can grow and even find benefits from tough situations. So, accept the ups and downs of life as part of your journey and focus on how you handle them. Here's something extra. Ancient Greek philosophers had a concept called amor fati, which means a love of fate. It's all about accepting and even embracing whatever happens in life, good or bad. It's about seeing everything as a chance to grow and get better. And there we have it, 13 harsh truths you need to accept to live a happier life. It may seem daunting, but remember that accepting these realities can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So, let's strive for acceptance, growth, and ultimately, happiness. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more life-enhancing content. Thank you for spending your time with us. Until next time, stay positive, stay curious, and most importantly, stay happy.